Hey, hello, I'm JulieJo. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm still in my I don't want to wear makeup era. Don't forget, if you want to support the channel for free, you can simply hit the subscribe button and hit the like button below on this video, and feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Before we get started, I want to thank today's sponsor, Aura. You know what really pisses me off about the TikTok ban? One of the main justifications the Supreme Court cited was TikTok's vast data collection of its users. They're concerned that TikTok was sharing your age, phone number, and location, etc. to the Chinese government. They literally banned the most popular social media network in the world to protect you. Yet, in the US, data collection is a multi-billion-dollar industry. You or I could go to any data broker's website right now and buy anyone's data for a few bucks. It's completely legal. Big companies with poor security are getting hacked every day, and your personal information is being sold on the dark web so spammers, scammers, and identity thieves can target you. And they face zero repercussion from it. If the government will ban TikTok, why won't they protect you from these similar practices? It's on us to protect ourselves, and that's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura keeps you safe online by doing all the hard work for me. They will identify data brokers who are selling my information and submit opt-out requests on my behalf. Give Aura a few weeks and you'll stop seeing your information on these sites when you search yourself, which will lead to less spam. Aura will also continuously monitor the dark web and alert me if they find my personal information exposed. They're going to let me know fast if anyone tries to use this information to access my credit or my bank accounts. Plus, they give me up to $5 million in identity theft insurance should the worst case scenario happen. You can go to my link, aura.com/JulieJo, to try 14 days for free. That should be enough time for Aura to find out if any of your personal data has been exposed. I want to thank Aura again for sponsoring this video. All the information that you need for Aura is down below in my description. Not only is it important to keep yourself safe from multi-level marketing companies, as I say, but it's also important to keep yourself safe from other scams as well. All right, let's get started.
The night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about your soft skin. Cause we're still sleeping in my head.
Today we're looking at something that I was shocked to receive. I got a DM on Instagram from someone. This is what they sent me. They sent me this email from Paparazzi. It says, "Dear Washington Paparazzi Consultant, given market forces and changing business conditions, we have been considering the future of our Washington State consultant opportunity. We have determined that the best way forward is to stop offering our consultant opportunity in the state of Washington. What does this mean for you?" The first bullet point says, "You will no longer be a paparazzi consultant on March 31st, 2025. Mind you, this was like the very end of February that they got this, maybe the first day of March, something like that. They have practically a month left. Like they were like, hey, in a month, you're done. The second one, you will qualify for any accrued March 2025 commissions earned between March 1st and March 31st, which will be paid out as per policies and procedures no later than April 20th. After cancellation, Washington residents may purchase accessories as customers from other paparazzi consultants at retail prices, but may not enroll as consultants. Once your account is canceled, you can no longer represent paparazzi as a consultant, but you can offer for sale your existing inventory and keep the proceeds from the sale. Any Washington consultant who has remained in good standing with paparazzi and moves to another state may re-enroll without waiting as normally required by Section 11.5 of paparazzi policies." Paparazzi just said, you can move to another state and re-enroll. I don't know. That's weird. That's wild to me. The last bullet point says, Washington consultants are encouraged to get any information they need from their back office because on March 31st, 2025, access to accounts will end. So this was a big conversation, still is a big conversation. The message I received from this person said, any consultant in Washington, including large ones, just got canned just like that. No warning or anything. So I thought to myself, now why would that happen? How did that happen? Who knew looking at the Washington State Legislature would be this interesting? I saw this on Carlin Blalock, her Instagram profile. It was one of her posts, and she mentioned the Anti-Pyramid Promotional Scheme Act in Washington. And so I was like, I wonder if that's why. So I looked it up, Chapter 19.275 RCW, Anti-Pyramid Promotional Scheme Act. So I looked at this first section under findings. And it says, the findings are, the legislature finds that pyramid schemes, chain letters, and related illegal schemes are enterprises that finance returns to participants through sums taken from newly attracted participants. Number 2, in which new participants are promised large returns for their investment or contribution. And number 3, that involve unfair and deceptive sales tactics, including misrepresentation of sustainability, profitability, and legality of the scheme, and false statements that the scheme is legal or approved by government agencies. I know that Washington State and Paparazzi have been going back and forth on the legality purposes of Paparazzi, and apparently Paparazzi has decided it's not worth it anymore, and I have a feeling this might be the reason that it's happened. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch a video from a top Washington State paparazzi consultant. It's very interesting. I've already watched it because it was a 2-hour live, but I tried to figure out just the portions I needed to watch. Luckily, it's just the first 30 minutes or so, which works out very well. So we're going to get started and take a look at what she has to say. She does do a lot of pauses, so you're probably going to see a lot of cuts. I've asked my amazing editor, Ava, to cut out the long pauses and kind of like the weirdness that she has going on at the beginning. So if you see some weird cuts, that's what it is. I am going to go ahead and do 1.25.
Hi, you guys. Welcome. If you're watching this part, you are watching the replay. This live is going to be a huge announcement. It's going to be a little bit of an emotional live. So hop on in. If you want to claim anything from the replay, you totally can. Just send me a screenshot of anything you'd like to claim. Or I always post what is left. It'll be posted. Today's will be posted on Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have been dreading this all day long to go live. But we're going to do it. We're going to get through it. We're going to do it together. Yes, we are.
That's the first 50 seconds. I'm skipping to 6 minutes because it takes her that long to announce what's going on.
All Washington State paparazzi consultants are being canceled as of today. So 8 years, 8 years of doing this business is done. As far as I know, it's Washington State's fault. They have a law, I guess, against
Against what? Against what? Pyramid schemes. Okay? Listen, say it like it is or don't say it at all.
against MLM companies.
Nah, girl. Pyramid schemes.
And I guess Paparazzi's been trying to fight it, and they just can't. So they've just decided to, all Washington State consultants are no more. So I know that if Paparazzi could have avoided this, they would have. I truly know that in my heart. I really, really know that in my heart, that if they could have avoided this, they would have. It is Washington State's fault. They couldn't do anything. Just Washington legislation. Multi-level marketing. It's like when you sign people up under you and you get commission and then they get commission. That's what it is. So
When you get commission and they get commission, babe, that's not how that works. Come on. She's just straight up being deceptive, which is one of the reasons Washington State was like, nah, we're done. So I looked a little more into it. Washington State, this is from the Office of the Attorney General, and it says, pyramid schemes are among the most persistent and troublesome ripoffs facing consumers today, also known as multi-level marketing ventures. They often are advertised as quick ways to get rich. Unfortunately, some of these schemes violate Washington State Anti-Pyramid Promotional Schemes Act and can prove extremely costly to those who invest in them. And they go on to talk about what is a multi-level marketing venture, what is an illegal pyramid scheme, what is meant by investment or consideration. They go through that, and I'll make sure to link it below so that you can go and read more about it. But it is what Carlin had mentioned, which is the Anti-Pyramid Promotional Schemes Act that we mentioned earlier.
thank you, Kristen. This is not my last live. I have until, so it was effective today, but I have until March 31st. So I'll be able to order pieces until March 31st, but, and here's, silver lining is that they're going to buy back all of my inventory that I have. And they're not just going to leave us hanging. I can't just move, y'all. I have kids. So they're not just going to leave us hanging, which is nice.
She acts like they're not going to just leave you hanging, but they give you a month to make whatever money you can, and then you're done. To me, that really is leaving them hanging, especially someone who's been in it for 8 years, and this is how she makes her full-time income. The issue is, it's not just paparazzi. From what I know, they are attempting to do this with all MLMs in Washington state because it's a law. And so it's going to be very difficult for her to join another multi-level marketing company and do what she's been doing in the same way. I don't know. I see this as being left high and dry.
You know, I'm so sad because this has been my everything for 8 years straight. For 8 years straight, this has been my everything. Paparazzi has changed my life in so many ways. And I'm very grateful for it. I'm sure that God is going to open up another door for me somehow, some way, somewhere. So hopefully it'll just be for the good, and something else will happen. I don't know. But
you know, and I'm pausing not to comment on something she said, but to comment on the fact that if she had a job, like a job where she got fired and could get unemployment, she could get unemployment benefits for up to 26 weeks instead of working for only another month and then done. I can't agree with her when she says paparazzi's not leaving them hanging and blah, blah, blah. I think they absolutely are. 1 month, and also the fact that it was very out of the blue. It was something that paparazzi had been going through for a long time, and they decided to tell their people, hey, we actually are gonna close it in Washington a month before they actually close it. So paparazzi and Washington have probably been fighting this for a while, and they're just now deciding, you know what? Let's tell you now that we're going to close it. I wonder how long they've been knowing they probably will, and how long they've known for sure that they're going to, and how long they waited to tell all these people that they're letting go. It's just so sad to think. I'm sure they've known for quite a while and chose this specific time, giving them only a month left before they completely shut them down in Washington. It's wild to me that a company would do that, but it's not so wild to me that a multi-level marketing company would do that. That makes sense.
yeah, a lot of people do, Sarah. I do too. So, I just know that if paparazzi could have stopped it, I know that they would have.
If paparazzi could have stopped it, I know they would have. They could have changed their compensation plan like other companies have. It would be affiliate, so paparazzi themselves would make less money, and so would you, because it would just be based off of your personal compensation that you get from your personal customers. That's the issue, is paparazzi was like, we'd rather lose all of Washington state than change our compensation plan to not be a pyramid scheme. And when you sit down and you think about that for just 0.2 seconds, you're like, well, damn, that's wild.
Oh, I can't. So, this is not the end, obviously. It's going to be the end of paparazzi for me as of March 31st. But, obviously I'm not going to quit. Like, this page isn't going anywhere. I will find something else. We will do something else together as a family, as we always have. Oh, absolutely, Tiffany. Absolutely. So yeah, I've literally been crying all day long. I thought it was a freaking joke. I literally thought it was a joke. Yeah, Tabitha, that's not a possibility. So it's not the end. So don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. It's not the end. It's just the end of this for now. And it's not even immediate right this second. We still have 1 month. So we'll still be selling. I won't be ordering as much because they are going to be buying back our pieces. But anything bought after today will not be part of the buyback program. So yeah, this is my full-time job. So it's really hard.
So she's losing her full-time job, and she has 1 month to figure out how she can make the amount of money that she made. But the way she made her money was based off of other people's hard work. So how can she start another job in Washington state that does the same thing? She can't. That's the thing with this whole situation. She can't. So I'm curious what she's going to do, I do feel bad that it's going to affect them so much. This has always and will always be an option for MLMs to just cut off anyone they want for any reason. They can do that. It's a part of their policy and procedures. All MLM companies are very deceptive in the way that they work, which a lot of us know. And one of those ways is to make people like her believe that they are the boss, that they are the leader of their own business or their own whatever, but they're not. And the thing is, she knows that, and she talks about it later on. I think sometimes they use cognitive dissonance to make themselves believe that they truly are a business owner in this, but she knows that she's not. That blows my mind because that's something they use as a way to sell it to you. You can start your own business with Paparazzi. You can start your own business with Money. You can start your own business with Arbonne. You can start your own business with Lime Life, whatever it is. But you're not actually starting your own business. You're signing the dotted line as a contract worker for a company to sell their product. And at any point, they can cut you off. And that's what they've done here.
And I'm praying and I'm so sorry for everybody else in Washington State that's losing, their job. I'm so sorry to be crying on the internet, y'all. Paparazzi is literally my everything. We'll do something else. Absolutely, Kristen. We'll do something else. Can you get a PO box? I can't. My consultantship will end on... Christine, if you could, please, can you answer the question? Just tell them what happened, please.
So something that we skipped at the beginning of this is her just not speaking, being quiet, pretty much starting her live. And one thing she says is, if you know what's going on, don't say anything. And for the first 6 minutes or so, she's doing that. If you know what's going on, don't say anything. And then when she announces it, or right before, I can't remember exactly, she says, okay, Christine, could you please just tell, I'm only going to say it once. Could you please just tell everyone after that in the comments? Could you let them know after I say it one time? So it was just that Paparazzi for Washington State's closing. And so she's trying to tell Christine to tell everyone in the comments what's going on. That's it.
My consultantship ends on December 31st. That means my back office, my availability to buy the jewelry, everything ends.
She means March 31st.
And we're going to do our best. I just hope that you guys get my name out there so that in this next month we can sell as much as we can. Because I don't know what's next. So, again, this is not Paparazzi's fault. They have changed my life in so many ways, so it's not on them. It is Washington State. They fought and they tried, but there was no way around it. They would have had to revamp their entire commission plan, which would have affected the entire country instead of just Washington.
Yeah, so instead of revamping their entire commission plan to not be a pyramid scheme, they were like, all right, we'll just shut off Washington. We'll just close down Washington. So close. So close. Like, literally, Washington's like, we don't want pyramid schemes in our state. So they closed Paparazzi down. What more do you want me to say? It is what it is. Like, there's a great example of why it's a pyramid scheme. Because Washington State put in a law that says they don't want them, and then they closed down Paparazzi in the state.
So again, we are going to try and sell as much as we freaking can in the next month so that I can try and have enough to have a little bit of a cushion until I figure out what I'm going to do. And I know you guys will be here for me. I have no doubt in that. Yeah. Why did I ban it? Washington just is awful.
Washington's awful because they want to protect their consumers in the state, their people, and they decided they don't want pyramid schemes that hurt people and deceive people into losing a lot of money. They're so bad. They want to protect the consumers in their state. Oh my gosh.
Until December, not until December, and you can buy until March 31st. Nope, no more Vegas trips. I mean, unless I go by myself. But no more Vegas, no more accomplishments. No more of that. So, Tabitha, not right now, I can't. So right now I have until March 31st. I am still representing Paparazzi. I am still very much a consultant until March 31st. So I will be in good standings with them. Everything will still be the same after March 31st. Christine, after March 31st, then I will no longer be a consultant. So whatever I have, I can do whatever with. But seriously, it was amazing of them to not leave us hanging. They're going to buy back all of my inventory that I have from these 8 years, which is freaking amazing. I don't know of another company that would do that.
I know of many companies who don't make you buy inventory and then sell it from your home. I wonder if Washington State was like, also, if you shut down, you have to buy back. I'm just curious. That's my thought. Making them shut down, if Washington does want to protect their consumers and their people, I would say that would be a stipulation if I was Attorney General, but I'm not. So I don't know. Maybe Paparazzi did just do that because they felt bad and they wanted to buy whatever pieces they could back. I wonder how that all went down.
Stay later, post balls. I wish my kids are in school. So yeah, everything after March 31st will be different. And then it's going to take me they have me, Sarah, I've been saying that, girl, because I'm crying on the internet about paparazzi, that's why. So what was I going to say? They really want, the way that I have to send back the jewelry is going to take me a really, really, really long time. So I'm not going to get the money back from that for a while. I have ordered every single day, 5 days a week for 8 years straight. 8 years straight. Somebody do the math. 5 days a week, 8 years straight.
Let's say I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I'm going to say she spent $50 a day on jewelry for 5 days of the week. So 50 times 5. Let's say she spends only $250 a week on jewelry. I have a feeling that it might be $250 a day on jewelry, but I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say $50 a day. Then we have $250 a week for 4 weeks. That's $1,000 for 1 month. $1,000 on jewelry a month. I think it's more, but like I said, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. So that means $12,000 a year on jewelry for 8 years. $96,000 on jewelry that she personally bought to sell. $96,000 in 8 years on paparazzi jewelry. I mean, she's wearing a paparazzi necklace right now. That, $96,000. And this is giving her the benefit of the doubt of just $50, 5 days a week. That's it. And for her to be like, you saw all of the crowns in the back and all of her awards and whatnot. Imagine you doing that and not being at her level, because people are buying as much as she's buying and they're not at her level. So could you imagine how much money they're spending and how much jewelry they're not selling and how much money they're losing? Oh, that makes my tummy hurt.
And I have to print out every single invoice from those 8 years. I have to go through every single one, find the pieces, match it to it, and send it back that way.
Oh, let's see how many orders she has to print out. She has to print out 1,920 invoices and go through every single one and see what jewelry she has left from it and what jewelry she sold. Could you imagine? And you know what's funny is I was like, oh, it's really nice of them to buy back the jewelry. Yeah, I mean, sure. Until you look at all that you've got to do to get them to buy back the jewelry. Almost 2,000 invoices? Y'all, I bet she spent so much more than $50 a day on jewelry. She's probably closer to $300K. Oh, I can't think that hard. My 2 brain cells are short-circuiting.
So the next few months are going to be absolute misery. And I hope that I can just sell enough to keep me and my kids fed for the next few months. So
keep you and your kids fed. But she's like a top leader. Shouldn't she be making like a ton of money every month? Shouldn't she have like so much money? I mean, look at all the crowns that she has in the back, all the awards. Shouldn't she have like a ton of money and be super rich, and that this little side business turned into like this massive thing? Isn't that how that works? Isn't that what they say? I thought it's life-changing. I thought you made a lot of money. Maybe she was just irresponsible. Or maybe she lied about her income. Or maybe she spent it all on jewelry. Could have.
So like I said, if you guys are not following, now's the time to follow. If you could, I'd really appreciate it. So like again, what I said, we can sell as much as we freaking can. Like, we gotta sell it all. We gotta freaking sell it all. Oh, hey, cuzzy. Just over here crying on the internet. Can you get unemployment? No.
And that's another thing. And I mentioned earlier, you cannot get unemployment from multi-level marketing because you're a contract worker. You don't own a business. You don't work for a corporation or a company. You're a contract worker. So you're not even an employee.
I don't think I'd want it even if I could get it. That's a pain in the butt. Like I said, I have no idea why I did makeup. These lashes are probably going to fall off any second. Sarah, I cannot catch a break. It's insane. It's insane. Complain to who? Because a lot of consultants complain to AG. And that is why. What does that mean? What's AG? You cannot go live to sell your inventory. I can. It just won't be the same as now. Like, I can't order jewelry. I won't be a consultant anymore. I will just be able to sell what I have. Complain to the Attorney General. Well, that's stupid.
What was that? That's not stupid. That's like the one thing you can do. Now, he's not going to change his mind because he's one of the biggest anti-MLM people that I know when it comes to legislature. You could, and I feel like if enough of you did, maybe he would do something to help. To help you out personally and the people affected by this. Maybe. That is so wild. That's stupid. How about take a moment and calm the hell down and show respect to people who are trying to help you? You want people to buy your jewelry so that you can have food for a while? Then maybe don't be so disrespectful to people who are really, truly trying to help you. That's rude as fuck.
So yeah, that's what's going on. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to join a different one. I don't know if it's just because of Paparazzi's compensation plan. Because I was always like, oh, I would like to try, a different company and do something else. And going through Wait, what? No. It's really sad. It is just Washington State. Only Washington so far. I know that Oregon and California are not far behind, but...
Heyo! Let's go. That's 3. We can get Oregon and California moving. That's 3 out of 50, which is huge. It's a huge deal. Especially because of all the lobbying people who are pro-anti-MLM do, what the new president's doing, and how they are in favor of multi-level marketing and have had a multi-level marketing pyramid scheme of their own. Like, that's pretty wild. I'm glad. I hope Oregon and California do move in the same way that Washington State has.
It's really awful. I'm losing my livelihood.
The thing is, it's sad that you're losing your livelihood, but at any point you could have lost it. This is not something you should feel secure in. Multi-level marketing is not something you should feel secure in. I don't know. I feel like being in it for 8 years, you should know that. And watching things happen to all these other people around you, you should know that, but whatever.
So, it's the kind of company Paparazzi is that they don't want in their state. It's because it's an MLM. They don't want any MLMs. They think that it's a pyramid scheme when it's not. They look at it as a pyramid scheme when it is very much not.
All right, so let's put this in perspective. You say, it's not a pyramid scheme. And then attorneys who know about pyramid schemes say it is. People who've worked in the government, who've learned about pyramid schemes, who likely have a lot of education when it comes to things like pyramid schemes and business and financials and stuff like this. They're saying it is. People who are well educated in what a pyramid scheme is are saying it is. But you, someone who benefited from the pyramid scheme, are saying it's not. No, it's not. Who am I supposed to believe? Am I supposed to believe the people who are educated properly in this kind of thing, who don't benefit from it and could simply just not care about it, but they care about their people in their state? Or do I believe the person who benefits from it, who benefits from the pyramid scheme?
I don't want unemployment.
Good, because you can't get it anyway.
For you to sell online. Oh, Lindsay, that's what you mean. I could. I could sell it, yes, but that would take me so long. Like, I'm going to try and sell as many pieces as I can. Obviously, I'm going to work as hard as I can, but that would take me a really long time. And they give me, like, once I send it back 30 days, I will get a check for all my pieces. So, and I won't have to do shipping. I won't have to do, you know what I mean? It'll just be with my time. Christine, we're not going anywhere. We're still going to do something. It's a multi-level marketing company. So it's like when somebody signs up under somebody, that person gets commission, but it's not like from the person, it's from the company, right? So it's like, it's like a, you know,
Like a what? It's like a, what is it like? Oh, a pyramid. A triangle? She's trying to say, oh, they get the money from the company though. I think I would be more okay with multi-level marketing companies if you had to be completely honest about everything. That's where the issue lies. If you were like, well, yeah, less than 1% actually make money or profit. The majority of people won't. And it's not a great opportunity, but you could try. And you probably shouldn't try, actually. I would like to make money. And if you join me, I'd likely make money off of at least you. If we're honest that way, things might be a little different in how I feel about him.
I know that you guys are not just here for the jewelry. I know that you guys are here for me, which is so freaking cool. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I know that I could sell ice to an Eskimo, you know what I mean? So I'm just really sad that it's like, it's just, I don't know, it's just hard. It's the end of, that's just stupid! Paparazzi is supporting us by buying back all of our jewelry and not just leaving us out to dry, you know? Oh, thanks, Anna. I'm sorry you found me crying. So if you guys have questions, anything, we can talk about it really quick. I am an LLC, but that still doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, I am an LLC, but it has nothing, the LLC is Washington State, it's not Paparazzi.
And for all you people that are like, well, they do own a business because they have an LLC. The fuck they do. They own a business because they have an LLC, but it's not their MLM company. This is not just for MLM leaders. This is some of you people out there who are also anti-MLM. Most of you aren't like that, but there's always been this like one person that comes in and comments on my YouTube videos and they're like, they have an LLC, and if you know what that was, I'm like, girl, what are you trying to, y'all, people blow my mind. And there it is. I love that she's like, it's a Washington State thing, not a paparazzi thing. You damn straight it is. Doesn't matter if you have an LLC or not. You don't own a small business with your multi-level marketing company. You don't. End of story. 0%. Zero. Maybe even a negative percentage if you really want to get down and dirty with it. You don't own it. You don't own it. You don't own a small business in this MLM. You know.
That means every company that has structure is getting closed down. Yes, that is what that means. As long as it has that sort of a compensation plan. So like if the companies don't change it, Washington State will be banning all of them.
That means they're going to close down all MLMs in the state of Washington. Good soup. You know? Good shit.
Are they giving you tips? No. No. But you pay taxes on your self-employment. Is this for every state? No, this is only Washington State. Not all paparazzi is getting banned, just Washington State. Oh, thanks, Priscilla. We're not going anywhere. We're not done. Make sure you guys still follow and like the business page because we're not going anywhere. This might change, in a month, but it's not over. I am a boss bitch. I'm not going anywhere. We are the KJO family. We are not going anywhere.
Amen. Hallelujah. God bless.
I do have my retailer's license, but I don't want anything to do with that. It would take literally storming the Capitol to do that. Not the Capitol, but
Huh? Now I want to know, where were you January 6, 2021, now that you say that? Ooh.
I can't move to another state. I have kids that have a dad. They're in school. That would be crazy. I couldn't just do that. But we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. I'm very grateful for Paparazzi for everything that they have given me and done thus far. Like, life-changing. Life-changing. When I started this, I had 0. My granddaughter just mocked you. Post Falls is close. I know, but I'm not going anywhere. My kids go to school just down the street. So I was just thought, no, that's okay. So I'm not moving anywhere. It's just going to be a change. It's just going to be a change. I hate change, but I'm grateful for the opportunities that I was given with Paparazzi, because damn, we did a lot. You know what I'm saying? The accomplishments that y'all helped me to get, wow. Insane. Do you have people below you? Not that will be affected.
Oh, that sucky sucks too for her, because she's got a whole team below her. They're not really going to be affected. So they're going to go, and you know what? I bet she's a bit bitter by that. Bitter, because they're going to go to someone else, her team. Ooh, that sucks.
Oh, Julie, thank you. I'm not sure where I'm going, but it'll still be selling something. That's as far as I know so far. Everyone's saying, I know, Priscilla, it's the same for so many people, all of the KJO family. But again, like I said, I'm not going anywhere. It's just going to be a change.
All right, we're done with that. She does say at one point, do I have to cry all day long to get my views like this? Which I thought was I made a note about it. I was like, the fuck? Anyway, all right. So, claps for Washington, snaps for Washington, waves for Washington. Washington State, let's be clear. That is wild. Makes me excited about what's to come with all of that. I'm hoping Minnesota will do that soon. We can only hope that things go up from here when it comes to multi-level marketing companies, and that we see more MLMs continue to change their structure to straight affiliate. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this below. Shout out to Washington State Attorney General Nick Brown and whoever else is a part of all of this. I've heard that Washington State legislature is very intense on multi-level marketing companies, and their Attorney General hates multi-level marketing companies, so that worked out really well for them. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button to support the channel for free. I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye. There it is.
Show you what I'm all about. Make up for what we lost. Tonight is the night that we're gonna fall in love. I don't care about you and him. I don't care about what has been. I only care about yours.